got big dreams, I can't go live. Them niggas be buying, hell yes I will.
Okay, what's going on? It's your boy June from King June Podcast, and we have BA's own. She's a very talented singer, very nice personality, warm spirited, and the color yellow brightens up her smile. Let me stop. But no, I'm gonna allow her to you know, let her introduce herself to the world. I know enough about her. It's time for the world to know. So who we got here?
My name is BeBe. Um, I'm originally from Tennessee.
Okay.
Um, I have been doing music, writing, singing ever since I was about 7,
Okay.
and that's what I love to do.
Okay.
And I currently reside in VA now. So
Okay. Y'all don't mind me. I was stuttering a little bit because that's how good her energy is. It kind of, you got to reset your energy and your frequencies or whatnot. So that's what tends to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I've known her for about a few years now.
yeah.
We worked on some music.
Mhm.
Um, I met her online, and from there we just build up a rapport with each other, and we have a mutual respect for music and art. Period.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
And can you tell everyone pretty much how did you get into music?
Well, I got into music. It was just like a natural thing for me. My father, he can sing. My grandmothers can sing. Um, so it was just something that I was just, born into, I would say. And of course, like many other artists, I got into, well, I started singing at church. So
Okay,
the
so
rest is history.
it's safe to say like your family is very instrumental in you singing as far as them. That's your motivation, or that's
Right,
your inspiration, rather.
right. My grandmother was the original writer of Misty Blue. I don't think did I tell you that?
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You didn't.
yep, my grandma Hazel. Yep.
Okay, so like what projects have you worked on thus far? Are you currently working on anything? Or
I'm always working on stuff. I am an independent artist, so it's kind of slow for me, and I'm just getting into the game where I'm actually, releasing stuff. I actually released my first single last year, Catch a Flight. It's doing pretty good for an independent, track. My first one,
that's my
did
right.
everything by myself, you know what I'm saying? So, um, it's been, in rotation on radio stations in Tennessee, in VA, um, on some podcasts. So, and I just released the single in March, His Type.
Okay.
Um, and that's my jam too. I mean, in April, I'm sorry. Released that in April. That's my second single, and I am going to release more music this summer.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. So the verses pretty much had a series like artists, and producers combating with each other, pretty much like a friendly competition with, song.
Right.
And one that really stood out to me, the one that pretty much caught my interest is the one with Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
Mhm.
Who are you going for?
Well, anybody that knows me knows who my favorite artist is. It's Badu. She has actually been like my favorite artist since I was about 15.
Okay.
Um, before the hype. So, yeah, I won't say I was, well, I sided with Erykah Badu, but I definitely appreciate Jill Scott too because she's in my top, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm very much into soul artists. Um, Even though I'm doing R&B music right now, I'm very much so more of a soul artist.
Right.
Just kind of catering to a certain market right now.
Okay.
So, but I do plan to release music, that's more in that soul realm. But
Okay.
I would say I was going for Erykah Badu more.
I was too. And it's crazy because I've been rocking with Erykah Badu when she first came out in like 96.
Mhm.
When
Mhm.
back in the day when they used to play like the music videos on BET.
That's what I
And
said. I was about 15. Yeah. Yep.
yeah, when they played her video On and On,
Mhm.
it it was one of the few songs like that was R&B or neo soul that I appreciated because I liked the beat, and I don't know, I just thought she was pretty anyway. So
Yeah, she's
like
beautiful.
with that song alone, she's pretty much forecasting what we're going through now. Like
Oh yeah,
people don't know, like if you listen to the lyrics to that song, she's talking about everything that's going on right now.
that's very true. And you know, but everybody gravitates to On and On. But actually, my favorite song was on that same album, but it was called Apple Tree.
Oh yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, that was my favorite song from her when she first came out. Like I used to love that song,
Right, right.
and I pretty much I love all of her catalog. Like she's just I'm kind of like that's the kind of vibe that I'm on usually with my music and my sound too. But like I said, I'm just kind of getting into the R&B thing right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I definitely. But Jill's energy was just so like I don't know, it was just so like it just makes you nobody can ever not like her. Like she
Yeah,
is just a beautiful person,
yeah,
smile, like you just gravitate to her. She is just like so pleasant. So
yeah. Like we cannot not mention her. Um, it's just that I'm more so relatable to Badu.
yeah,
But Jill, I think she speaks more towards women. Well,
yeah.
she speaks to women more so from a woman's point of view. I think Erica speaks more of a broader,
Erica speaks to the culture, she speaks to spirituality.
yeah,
Jill speaks, I feel like she speaks more on like personal experience in her music.
right,
She writes a lot about what she's going through. You can, and she kind of like tapped in on that and said that basically um, on the versus battle or whatever. But I mean, most people would categorize them in the same type of
yeah.
class, but for me, they really aren't the same.
It's
But they're both soul artists, but they aren't. They're totally different to me.
I kind of think that they're both neo soul, but they're
Right.
on opposite ends of the spectrum. You know,
Yep. Yep.
like she's more merging into a different genre versus
Yep.
Erica is just flat out neo soul.
But
She pretty
Erica
much
is hip
started.
hop too, though.
Oh yeah, she's
She
hip hop. She's hip hop, and I think that's the essence of neo soul is hip hop. Because you
right.
think you got rappers that are neo soul artists, like the
Yeah.
Roots. I would consider the Roots a,
Neo soul artist.
a neo soul like group or whatever.
Common.
And then
Common.
yeah, Common.
Mhm.
Then you got Music Soul Child. I think his essence is well in the beginning it was more so hip hop before he started to try to cross over a little bit. But yeah, him and who else is really dope? Raheem Devine,
Oh yeah, I like him too. I do.
Bilal.
I do. Um, yeah, you naming all the good people.
Yeah.
Erica Badu actually today. Well, I've been influenced by her, like I said, for a long time. But today I went and ordered me um a little drum machine
Oh, for
because you
real?
know, yeah, when I seen her live
She was
at the
actually
pavilion. Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
She
she
was
uses.
you could tell that she was influenced by Sheila E.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Because you could tell
definitely.
like Sheila E's very hands-on. She can sit here and be on the drum set, then she'll come over here, be on the saxophone, and then she'll come over here and
Right.
be on the, you know what I'm saying? And
And Erica Badu was a MC. She was a DJ. So that's where that influence comes from as well. So
yeah,
I just want to play around with it because I'm not a musician at all. I'm an artist.
you never know. Shit, you might come
I
around.
want to, yeah, I might be able
Yeah, yeah,
to.
yeah.
Mm.
So, in your opinion, where do you see the state of R&B? Like, how do you view it as of today?
I think R&B right now is dope. Um, there's so many like new artists that are like really talented. Not only can they sing, but they play instruments. They're heavy in their production. Um, is R&B getting the props that they should be getting? No, but people who actually are musically inclined and like respect the whole artistry thing, R&B is dope right now.
Right. And
Like
I kind of
dope.
think that R&B has flown under the radar for years.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it's been overshadowed by rappers trying to sing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I've kind of overlooked it. I'm like, okay, where's the R&B music? But when I went on a random playlist and I've discovered the black, like black
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Black,
He's
he's an R&B artist. I would
yes.
consider him R&B.
What about Brent? What's Brent? Is it Fayez? I don't know how he pronounces his last name. If you haven't heard him,
Nah,
definitely tap into him. He is like, oh my God,
okay,
DVSN,
okay.
her.
And then you got your Tor. What's not Tory Lanez? What's the other guy name? The dude that sings "Sorry Not Sorry."
Sorry, not sorry. How does that go?
It has like a video game beat to it. It's like
I'm
dun
not.
dun dun, dun boom
Yeah,
boom.
sing it for me.
Hey,
I'm not good with titles.
he got a song with Rihanna. Dang, what is his name? It'll come to me. But he's the guy I'm talking about. I think he's considered R&B. Like, yeah, him. Who else? Yeah, her, SZA.
'Cause, yeah, she's dope.
Um,
I really
I,
like her.
I don't really care for her, but Summer Walker. I think she. I'm actually. Let me take that back. I'm starting to like her, respect her music. Um,
I respect her. I respect her music, and I respect her craft. I just I don't know, but she's dope to me. But her whole vibe is just different
yeah,
for me.
but you also got to respect the fact that artists, we're weird.
Yeah, it's
We're
some of us.
we're kind of like pure artists. We're pretty much out of the box with it. Like, we're unorthodox mentally, I would say. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
And like, a lot of people may not get it, or like, we just do stuff out of just spectrum or whatever.